Cross?
Mother Teresa, upon receiving your Nobel Prize, did you say to the world, quote, "The greatest obstacle to global peace in the world today is abortion"?
Yes, I said that.
Do you actually believe that?
Yes, I do.
You accepted large cash donations from the Duvalier family in Haiti, correct?
Yes.
Duvalier being a dictator who murdered and stole from his people?
He gave, I took.
You also took large sums of money from Charles Keating, the savings and loan scam artist who robbed American citizens of billions of dollars.
For the poor I took. You got $5, I take from you too.
You opposed the Vatican II reforms, which, among other things, called for a long overdue official condemnation of anti-Semitism as it relates to the death of Christ. Did you oppose Vatican II, Mother Teresa?
Yes.
You blamed the wars of the world on abortion, took blood money from murderers and thieves, and refused taking a stance against anti-Semitism. I'm having trouble understanding why we're supposed to consider you an expert on anything to do with the spirit.
Oh, yes?
Yes.
Maybe you better figure it out.
I had 2 abortions. Mother Teresa, what do you think about that?
I will pray for you and your children.
I don't have children.
That's terrible.
Mother Teresa, if abortion is so terrible, how come I'm not in hell?
Did anybody tell you you weren't?
Must be nice to have all the answers.
Must be hard to only have questions.
I can live with my questions, but if you can live with those answers, then with all due respect, you don't belong in heaven with the saints, but with the rest of the dinosaurs in the Stone Age. Nothing further.
Mother, I wonder if you could join me in just wondering who the defense counsel thinks he's speaking like that to?
It's okay, boy. Everybody want to say something?
Yes.
Nobody want to listen nothing?
Yes, this is very true, Mother. And on that well-struck note, I think we should all address it on the outlandishly.
Boy,
Yes, Mother?
I go now.
But I'm not finished.
I go now.
Okay, well, I think we should all emplace in our memories how amazing.
Boy,
Yes?
baby boy, you give this headphone device to the girl. Maybe girl gonna hear something make her head hurt no more.
There's nothing wrong with my head!
Cunningham, stand down.
Handsome boy.
Next witness.
Let's call Simon the Zealot.
Name?
Simon the Zealot.
Simon, you were one of the 12 apostles, correct?
Yeah.
And you were a zealot?
Yeah.
Was Judas Iscariot a zealot?
Well, he didn't go to the meetings or nothing. But yeah, he was pretty much a zealot if you ask me.
Zealots being Jews seeking an end to the violent oppression of Roman occupation, correct?
Actually, not exactly, no.
Are you saying the zealots were in favor of the occupation?
Listen. We hated the Romans. Absolutely, we wanted the pagan selves to hit the curb running and bloody. But we was also opposed to any Gentiles in Palestine. Greek, Roman, whoever. What us zealots was really about was promoting a strict adherence to the Mosaic Law.
Mosaic law, I mean.
The Mosaic Law, the Torah. That was the whole bag right there, miss. Get rid of the bad seeds and unite the people under the holy law of God. Basically, we were the street version of Caiaphas the elder, except we had knives and we had weapons. And we thought Caiaphas was soft.
Soft how?
With the Romans, he was a bit of a politician, you know?
And what was life like under Roman rule?
Where you from, miss?
New York?
Okay. Imagine New York was taken over by, like, violent, devil-worshipping cannibals who spit on your laws, stole all your money, took all your women and children as slaves, and put giant swastikas in all your bridges, tunnels, libraries, and civic institutions. And anybody that complained got nailed naked to a piece of wood in Times Square, left to be eaten by rats, spit on by pigeons, until the weight of your body asphyxiated you to death. That's what it was like.
You thought Jesus was going to change that, didn't you?
We all did!
Change it how?
Throw them out! Because that's what the Messiah's supposed to do!
Well, he didn't do that, did he? day.
It was a bit of a conundrum, yeah.
Were you at the disturbance at the temple?
Yeah.
What did you think about that?
You're kidding? I loved it. Judas, we all did, because we thought it was on, you know?
On,
The beginning of the revolution.
but it wasn't, was it?
Nah.
What happened after the riot at the temple?
Well, Jesus had us all retreat to this house, and then he was like, I'm gonna die soon, so let's just chill.
It must have been very disappointing.
It was confusing, I mean, way out, man. 1 minute, Jesus is beating infidels, and I'm talking fists and whips. He was whipping them, knocking out teeth, screaming he's gonna tear the temple down. And the next minute, he's all passive. And we were all like, we invested 3 years in this guy, and now he's just gonna lay down? Didn't seem to make no sense.
Son, why do you think Judas turned Jesus into these words?
Personally, I think Judas is trying to throw Jesus into the deep end of the pool, make him swim.
Judas was testing Jesus.
Nah, not testing, because we all knew Jesus had man skills past the test.
What then?
Listen, I knew Judas pretty good, because we was pretty tired on account of politics and whatnot, you know? What I believe is this. Judas knew that if the Romans grabbed up Jesus, Jesus would have to act. Meaning act, stop thinking it like you're supposed to. Emancipation was our birthright, and that's what the Messiah is there for. Personally, I think Judas did what he did to help Jesus realize his destiny and fulfill his mission.
Judas tried to help Jesus.
I believe so, yes.
Think.
So, Judas was trying to help Jesus?
Yeah.
Just there to lend the helping hand, yes?
Yeah.
Yes, I think you are correct, zealous one, because for me, I know if my best friend were to sell me out and leave me to be beaten, gouged, mangled, and then strung up and left to be baked by the hot Judean sun till I resemble nothing but a hot, shriveled up, bearded Frankfurter. Why, yes! I'm sure my first thoughts as I gasped for air would be, wow, that Judas, what a helpful guy. I must remember to send him the thank you note. Simon the Zealot, let's talk turkey. Judas was your friend, yes?
Yeah.
You thought the same way, yes?
Yeah.
Had the same opinions?
Yeah.
Shared the same beliefs?
Yeah.
Wanted the same things?
Yeah.
Wanted them desperately?
Yeah.
Then why, Zealot, did you not do like Judas did? If you thought the same way and believed the same things, then why, Zealot, did you not join Judas or turn in Jesus on your own? Can you explain me this?
I don't know.
Protecting a friend, that is admirable indeed. Jesus never said his mission as Messiah on earth was to overthrow the Romans, did he?
Not exactly, no.
You wanted it to be the mission. You even thought it was the mission, but it wasn't really the mission, was it?
I guess not.
How is it, zealous one, that you came to understand that violence wasn't a part of Jesus' mission, but Judas never did?
I couldn't say.
Answer me this. What was your inner life like before you met Jesus of Nazareth? As I don't think I need to advise you to be honest here, do I?
No, not at all. I was consumed with anger. And Jesus, he saved my life.
Answer me this. And final question, zealous one. Do you believe, as the Bible states, that God created man in his own image?
I do.
And of course you do. And there lies the answer to one of my previous questions. The difference I posit between you and Judas Iscariot is that you came to accept that you were created in God's image, whereas Judas Iscariot, he sought to create God into his own image. God as earthly avenger, which was not God's way. And even though you were scared, zealot, even though you were hurt and angry and anxious, you still chose to obey God, didn't you?
I guess I got lucky.
Luck indeed, Simon the Zealot! There is something beautiful about you, and that is your modesty. You are a God-fearing man, Zealot. Go now! Be free!
Jesus never proclaimed himself to be God, did he, Simon?
Nah, he never did.
What did Jesus say to Judas at the Last Supper?
He said, do what you gotta do.
Sounds like Jesus approved.
Maybe.
But if you were Judas, Simon, and doing what you had to do ended up getting you thrown into despair and hanging from a tree and then sent to hell to live in misery and infamy in perpetuity, if you were Judas, wouldn't you have kind of maybe wished that Jesus had said something else instead?
Yeah, counselor. I very much would have.
Would it have kind of made you feel like you got betrayed?
I would have felt like you said.
Thank you, Simon. Nothing further.
Next witness.
Most reverend Signor, with your magisterial permission, prosecution now conjures Satan, Prince of Darkness, to the stand.
Name.
Fabiana Aziza Khan.
Lou.
I've been keeping the light on for you.
Come on now, Lou. Why don't you take your seat so we can get started here?
You never change, Frank, do you?
I suppose I don't.
You know what? I like that about you. Now, say, how's Wilhelmina doing? And the girls?
I wouldn't know. Now sit your caboose in that chair if you would, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. Of course. Fire away. My apologies, Frank.
Bailiff!
I was helping the elderly, sir. Oh, you are such a saint. I hope so.
Let's just proceed. Alfini, proceed.
Yes, Satan, yes, how are you?
Oh, well, long night, but no regrets.
Up late partying with a decadent and debauched?
Oh, God. Does it show?
Oh, no, not at all.
You know, I'll tell you, I could barely make it through my double session twice this morning. If it weren't for the good genes, I'd be a raisin with a perm.
Well, you look very good, Satan. Sincerely, you have quite the physique.
Well, thank you. So do you.
Oh, yes. Well, I make exercises. It's, no horns or tail today, Prince of Evil?
Oh, no.
At the dry cleaners, I suppose.
Yes.
Yes, well, I must say, claimer of the damned, your candor is quite refreshing.
Thank you. So is yours.
Oh, yes, oh, your jacket, Satan, it is really quite smart.
You like it?
Yes, Armani.
Gucci.
Gucci. Elegant. Oh, and your trousers, are they Gucci too?
Oh, yeah.
Well, they have a lovely sheen.
Ah!
Well, yes, anyway, let's begin then, shall we?
I am at your service.
Oh, I appreciate that.
And I appreciate your appreciation.
Excellent. So, Dark One, tell me, did you have any conversation with Judas Iscariot prior to his selling out of Jesus of Nazareth?
No, I did not.
Not even a tiny nudge?
Honestly, even even nudging. Judas was a gimme. It happens like that sometimes.
Yes. A gimme, yes, a bad seed.
Yes.
Well, are you sure that you didn't nudge Judas in any way?
Quite sure. Yes.
Never entered into him, as I believe St. Luke's Gospel puts it. So it will be safe to say that the devil didn't make him do it.
Of course. Unless there's some other devil running around that I don't know about.
Oh, very committed the deadly deed, did you talk with him then?
I spoke to him, yes.
Care to share?
Not a problem. I appeared to Mr. Spirit after she was fired real shortly after the last question. I was actually in town for some other guy named Abdul Mazin, but he never showed. When I encountered Mr. Spirit, he appeared to have taken full advantage of the happy time. Hello there, friend. How are you this evening?
How am I this evening? You the Mater D man?
I'm Clementine. Clementine of Cappadocia.
Oh, you're Clementine. Well, let me ask you something. Do I look like someone who cares right now about where you're from? Cappadocia?
It's Docia. Cappadocia.
What?
It's Cappadocia.
Oh! Oh, it's Cappadocia. Oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me, it just slipped off my tongue.
Well, I'm sorry too.
Let me tell you something, okay? You can take all the sorries in the world, and you can pile them up, one on top of the other, and you know what you got? Cappadocia? Nothing. A big pile of stupid. Nothing's what you got, okay?
You know what? You're right.
Oh, you want to do something about that, huh, don't you?
No, sir.
Why don't you go home?
I will. Thanks for the advice.
Hey, wait, where are you going?
It seems like you prefer to be alone.
And why would I want that? Huh? What? I look like some kind of lone wolf? Oh, like a piranha, bro?
You mean a pariah?
I mean what I mean. Alright? What do you need, like a drink or something?
Yeah.
Here. It's a Mesopotamian wine. It's expensive, but I kinda like that.
Very nice. I can see you're a man of wealth and substance. I admire that.
Wealth and substance, huh? Don't push it, buddy. So what'd you say your name was again?
Clementine. Clementine of Cappadocia.
Clementine. Huh? Isn't that a girl's name? Clementine?
I'm in Cappadocia.
Well, it is here, bro. You sure you ain't a girl?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Alright, well, I'm Judas. Judas is scary. Maybe you heard of me.
Oh, no. I'm from out of town.
So you never heard of me, huh?
Nope.
Great, well, that's great. Don't get around much, do you, Clammy? So, whereabouts you from? Egypt?
Cappadocia.
Yeah, but that's in Egypt, right?
No, Cappadocia is in Cappadocia.
Yeah, man, I dig your pyramids, man, and the Sphinx. Hey, bartender, some more of this Mesopotamian wine for my Nubian friend here. And some dates and figs, too. You smoke opium, Clem?
Clem.
Some opium, bartender, the good stuff.
You seem like a man on a mission.
I tell you, I took this girl to a puppet show today.
Oh, yeah? How was that?
Puppets are terrible.
Yeah, you know, in Cappadocia, we burn puppets.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You guys got the right idea over there, Clem. That pharaoh of yours, man, he's a smart guy. Hey, that's a nice jacket you got on there, man. What'd you pay for that, like?
2 pieces of silver.
2 pieces? 2 pieces? I'll give you 5 pieces of silver, man. Come on, switch shirts with me, man.
I don't know. I mean, I'm quite fond of this shirt.
Come on, man. Switch shirts, man. Switch shirts. Come on, we're friends now. Bros. How about this? I'll let you be my wingman.
Well, I guess. He was so drunk, he couldn't even notice my unmistakably satanic stench.
This is a nice jacket, Clammy. Was it like silk?
Yeah, from Cappadocia.
Damn! Cappadocia silk. Alright.
Your shirt's still nice too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thanks, man. That's a real nice thing to say, man. It's been a while since I heard something nice like that. Hey, Clammy, if I told you something that was maybe a little corny, would you think I was, like a loser?
Oh man, not at all.
Alright, well, I'm kind of mildly afraid of going to hell.
Why?
There's a little mistake I made last night. Slight miscalculation, nothing too serious.
Well, one thing that I can tell you about hell is that as an eternal destination, it's apparently vastly underrated.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and right, think about it. Hell is nothing more than the absence of God, which, if you're looking for a good time, is not a bad thing at all. Wait, you want to sing Justin Bieber and play the lute? That's what heaven's for. You want to rock? Apparently hell's a venue.
Yeah? They got girls down there?
Not many, but I hear they get new shipments every weekend. But, if I were you, I wouldn't worry about going to hell.
Even if I did something, say, like, a little controversial.
God understands.
But, I mean, yeah, but choices have consequences, right?
Alright, come on. You really think that we have a choice? Okay, alright. Did you pass by that disgusting, stinky leper on your way in here tonight?
Freddy?
Yeah, Freddy. You think he had a choice? Freddy stinking it up out there? Okay, what about what's his face? From the Bible days? Job? You think if he had a choice, he could have been like, okay, God, I've kind of had enough.
Yeah, but
man.
Didn't Job say that?
Yes, he did. And guess what happened next? God kept right on messing with him until the only choice he had available was to sit quietly until God stopped drilling him for oil.
I guess. Alright, but say... Nah, never mind.
Oh, what?
Alright, we'll say someone, for example, betrayed the Messiah.
Wait, are you talking about the Messiah?
Well,
Messiah?
I mean, yeah, like say some idiot, had a choice to betray the Messiah or not betray him, and this guy chose to betray him.
Gee, I really couldn't say. What do you think?